going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and had two quick things I wanted to talk about. So I didn't necessarily want to make a full channel update, but I did want to make a quick video before I left. So let's talk a little bit. First of all, just so everyone knows, I did play more Dark Souls this week. I got to a certain point in the game where I really felt I wasn't having fun. I didn't want to continue with the game anymore because it was getting so difficult. And honestly, I thought if I actually played it anymore, I might actually give it an unfair review, because I might actually get so frustrated with how difficult it was, and the fact that I don't particularly like games that are that difficult to the point where I feel that they actually constitute putting in work that you should get paid for, I just decided to stop. And when I did do a Hateful Truth review. And I know it's controversial, Phil didn't beat the game, but he still reviewed it. I recommend you watch the review with an open mind, and I really did try, in relation to all the other games that are out this year, I really did try to rate Dark Souls fairly in the Hateful Truth review. So check that out. And I know the question is going to come up, well, Phil, you stopped playing Dark Souls, are you ever going to go back to it? Because basically you're kind of dropping this playthrough in the middle. The answer is I don't know. If there's always a possibility that I may go back, but the fact of the matter is I'm at this point of the game where it's so hard that I can't even progress. I'd actually have to go back to get better weapons, to grind more, to get more items in order to even go back and then progress again in the game. Do I really feel like spending hours doing that before I can even have a chance to succeed and progress in this dungeon that I'm in? Not particularly. So we'll see if I ever do go back to it. I'm probably not going to trade it in. I'll probably keep it just in case. But it is what it is. You know, that kind of game we knew that was going to be so fucking hard. Truth of the matter is I didn't rage quit. It wasn't rage that made me quit. It was just having no more interest in playing it. I wasn't having enough fun. I didn't want to go spend 2 hours of work with the possibility of coming back and maybe have some more fun with the game. So that's that. Check out the review, okay? But the real meat of this video, New York Comic Con, all day, Saturday, October 15th. I'll be there, John Rambo will be there, OJ will be there, and that is why you will not see any new videos being uploaded on Saturday. What you will see is when we get back from the con, which is going to be late Saturday night, so you probably won't even see these videos till Sunday, but our coverage of it. And I'm planning, at the very least, to walk around just like I did last year, get footage of all the new games that they usually have. I fully expect that they're going to have Batman Arkham City, Battlefield 3, probably Modern Warfare 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter X Tekken, hopefully some Uncharted 3, I'd love to see that there, hopefully something from Mass Effect 3. I know the actual people who work on Mass Effect are going to be there, so it's a no-brainer that they maybe debut some gameplay from Mass Effect 3. And a bunch of other games. I know there's going to be a lot of games, because last year it was lots of game coverage as well. But in addition to that, I'm going to be there with John Rambo, and John Rambo is a huge comic book fan, and I think he may be looking to attend some of the panels and other things that take place there. I don't know if they're going to allow you to record that kind of stuff, but I may try to get into one of these panels with him. Problem being, though, is I don't know if John realizes this, because I don't know if he's ever tried to get into one of these panels, but there's a shit ton of people that show up to this convention in particular, and Saturday's the busiest day when most of the interesting panels are that day, including like the Marvel Comics, the DC Comics, the Avengers movie panel. All those major things are happening on Saturday, and most of the time you have to spend like hours. I'm talking 2 hours, 3 hours to get in to those panels, and you may not even get in because there's such a large line. You may get cut off and not even allowed in. Do you really want to spend 3 hours out of your day waiting in a fucking line with just the possibility that you may get into the panel? You know what I mean? And I don't know if John's going to want to do that or not. I know that a lot of people have been complaining, actually, at places like E3, San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, that there's just the places that they have these in, even though they're giant convention centers, they're not big enough, because the panel can only hold 300 people, and there's 3,000 people outside that want to go in. So, I don't know. But we may or may not be doing, some panels and stuff like that and see if we can cover it. But at the least, I'll be covering what I can. I'm also going to be doing coverage like I did at Too Many Games at Connecticut. I'll be looking at the vendors and stuff that they're selling, because there's a shit ton of people selling stuff at this event. And We'll probably do our thoughts videos of like what we thought was the best stuff at the con and what we had, what was kind of interesting stuff that we saw, stuff like that. As I've talked about before, there's actually going to be a booth set up in the Artists Alley area, and this is OJ's table, and he's sharing it with his friend. OJ will be selling candles. You'll see some of them there, and you'll see what they are. And then his friend actually is heavily into manga, and he's got some global manga alliance thing or some global manga initiative, something like that he's promoting during the event. But we're going to be at that table at certain points during the day, and I can't promise you when, because John just looked at the schedule, and we haven't really talked about narrowing down what exactly we want to try to attend or whatnot. What I can tell you is what I definitely want to do is try to get some hands-on with Ultimate Marvel 3 and also Street Fighter X Tekken. I'm hoping they let you play, and I'm hoping that maybe I can get in the door around 10, you know what I mean? It opens at 10 a.m., and I can maybe get right over there and play it for a little bit before all the fucking massive crowd show up to try to do that stuff. It's probably like the beeline I'll make. I'll probably try to head straight there to see if I can get in and jump on that before there's hours to wait to try to play those games. So, anyway, we will be at the table at certain times during the day. Can't tell you when, because we don't really have a schedule set out. But if you run into us, you know what I mean? If we're at the table, if not, if you run into us, feel free to say hi. Feel free to, have a little chat or whatever. And again, like I said, we always love meeting fans. Anything you like autographed, that kind of stuff's totally cool. Obviously, we'll have to find somewhere where we can do it if you meet us on the floor. If not, again, maybe I'll say, okay, I'm going back to the table at 4 or whatever. Meet me there, and when we can do it then or whatever. So, New York Comic Con, all day Saturday. I'm excited. Going to get a lot of footage. Going to cover it fully. Going to get all that stuff up here when I get back. But like I said, we probably won't be back till late on Saturday, so expect that footage on Sunday. But the bottom line is, since we're in New York all day on Saturday, there will be no new footage here on DSPGaming for that. So that's what to expect. Don't expect any new gameplay footage on Saturday. I hope people watch this fucking video. It's the last video I'm putting up on the channel, so people don't freak out. Oh, Phil is dead again. Oh, Phil's slacking off. Whatever. So anyway, that's it. Hope to see some of you at Comic-Con. If not, check out the footage when we get back. I think it'll be pretty cool. Thanks a lot. See you guys later.